A client of mine lost 5 kgs, yet her visceral fat didn't move at all. She was convinced that as long as she lost weight, she was going to lose the visceral fat that she wanted to lose. Because all you see online is trainers telling you that all you need to care about is going on a calorie deficit. And I don't blame her for that. In your body, there are two kinds of fat. One is your subcutaneous fat and the other one is your visceral fat. Subcutaneous fat is basically the fat that you can pinch right around your belly button. Visceral fat is the fat that is found deep inside your organs, right? Usually we just call it your liver fat just for simplification. This visceral fat is metabolically active, right? It actually produces inflammatory compounds and hormones such as your cytokines that are linked to heart diseases, fatty liver, and blood glucose level that are too high, which leads to diabetes. So the question is, if you wanted to lose visceral fat, specifically, what should you do? Obviously, getting in a calorie deficit can help, but as seen from my client, if your lifestyle does not change, you wouldn't lose it. So here are some things that she did that caused her to still keep on that visceral fat. Number one, her diet still consisted of food with a high glycemic index often. She was constantly snacking on crackers, eating white bread, constantly causing her blood glucose levels to be spiked, right, which causes insulin to be spiked over a long period of time throughout the entire day, which causes more visceral fat to be stored. The other thing is she did not have adequate sleep, right? When you have less than 6 hours on a daily basis, guess what? You're gonna store more visceral fat. The other thing is she was constantly stressed, right? Chronic stress, she had a kid coming, right? And then she was constantly had a higher stress level. This will also cause your body to store more visceral fat. Okay, so at the end of the day, am I saying calorie deficit does not work? It does. However, calorie deficit just means that your body will lose that energy, right? It does not say what kind of weight it will lose, right? It can lose in terms of fat, it can lose in terms of subcutaneous fat, it can lose in terms of visceral fat, it can lose in terms of lean muscle mass, it can even lose in terms of bone mass as well. Okay, your body can lose weight in a certain amount of weight by simply going in a calorie deficit. So whenever someone just tells you, you just need to care about calorie deficit, in my opinion, that is false, right? There are a lot of factors at play, such as your protein intake, even as you lose weight, right? The kind of foods that you eat, your sleep, your alcohol intake, there are a lot of factors at play. Okay, over the next period of time, right, I'll go through all these things in detail to show you guys like, hey, these are the things that you should keep in mind even while getting on a calorie deficit.